Hi, it's Sunday the 31st of October 2021. It means two things. Firstly, it's Halloween, very exciting for the kids. But more importantly, the second thing is it's the start of COP26. So this isn't just an occasion where we're going to see lots of celebrities on the TV and lots of politicians on the TV pretending to be green. It is hopefully a really significant event where governments get together and agree strategies and way forward and targets to stop and halt climate change and limit it to just 1.5 degree global warming by the end of the century. That's the aim. So over the next 2 weeks, there's going to be lots of meetings, lots of discussion, lots of fun up in Glasgow, which we'll be watching closely. And during that period, what I'll do is I'll put together a series of videos, trying to do one a day, which will sort of detail what's happening up in Glasgow and also give you and yourself and businesses some ideas on what you can do to reduce your impact on climate change and play your part in the solutions. So before I do that, before we do all those videos, I thought today what we could do is a very quick video on what are the 8 top things that we're hoping to achieve at COP26. So here we go. So the first is to try and finalise the Paris rulebook. What we mean by that is to get agreement on how potentially carbon reductions can be financed and made. And this is potentially allowing countries to be able to finance reductions in other countries where it's most cost effective. So we'll see what happens there. It's about generating a global carbon market. In a way, it's already been around for a little while. Anyone who's offset their carbon emissions, any businesses that have been supporting carbon offset projects have already been playing a part in this. But we need robust mechanisms to make sure there's no double counting between countries. And that's one of the main things that is going to come out, hopefully, of the COP26. The second thing is we need agreements to significantly increase the amount of renewable energy that is being produced and being used. So this is going to require significant investment, but in a way it's not too bad because at the moment, it costs about the same to produce energy from renewables as it does from other fossil fuels, which is good. And this is about the first time in history that this tipping point and balance point, if you like, has happened. So hopefully this was an easy one to push forward, but it still requires investment and big changes of infrastructure across the world. Number 3, we need to get a commitment to phase out coal and coal-fired power stations. Goes without saying, that's pretty important. I think it should be expanded to other fossil fuels as well, but let's see how they do with their commitment to phase out coal. That'll be pretty good. Number 4 is the adaptation, increase the adaptation of electric vehicles. We're seeing this already, that it's starting, the momentum's building. Certainly here in the UK we're seeing it. There's a good range of cars now that people can buy. The costs are becoming more affordable. There will be a tipping point, probably around 2026 is the expectation of when electric vehicles will become about on par for price as current petrol and diesel vehicles. And it's not just about cars, it's about vans, it's about lorries, about shipping, about aircraft as well. And we'll talk more about aircraft over the week. Number 5, we need to halt deforestation, and protect the ecosystems around the world. So currently we're losing about 4.7 million hectares of forests every year. That's the average loss between 2010 and 2020. We need to significantly reduce that and actually reverse that trend as soon as possible. Number 6 is to develop more resilient and robust plans to deal with climate change, because even if we do manage to keep climate change within 1.5 degrees by the end of this century or thereabouts, there will still be increased amounts of extreme weather events. We're already seeing it in terms of floods, droughts, etc., forest fires. So what we need to do is make sure that we're ready for slightly worse ones because they're coming, and we need to make sure that the world is ready. And how are we going to cope with that? Number 7 sort of goes alongside with everything else. It all needs financing, so we need to scale up the amount of finance that's available for climate change in terms of the solutions and the adaptation. And number 8 is that we need to increase the amount of collaboration between governments and businesses. There needs to be the right legislation there needs to be the right incentives there to allow businesses to do the right things and develop the right sorts of technologies that will go on and reduce carbon emissions. So hopefully we'll see a lot of improvement there too. So that's it. That's the top 8 goals, I think, of COP26. And like I said at the beginning, what I'll be doing over the next couple of weeks is trying to put together one of these videos every day and keep everybody in the loop of what's happening up in Glasgow, and to remind you, especially if you're a business, what you can be doing to reduce your impact on climate change and being part of the solution.